Welcome to Daily News in AI Agents, the place to get a quick roundup of the most exciting developments in AI agents every day. Subscribe to our LinkedIn newsletter today in the link below to stay activated.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into something today that you probably use every day without even realizing it.
That's right.
AI agents.
Yeah.
So from like those super helpful chatbots that you see on websites to those recommendations that pop up on your favorite shopping app.
Yeah.
These behind-the-scenes helpers are everywhere these days.
They are.
And we've got a ton of research and articles here to break it all down.
Yeah.
Like what AI agents are, how they work, and why you should care.
Yeah, it's really cool because they're all around us, but they're often invisible.
Right.
So once you start to understand what they are and how they work, you start seeing them everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the basics then. What exactly is an AI agent?
So an AI agent, you can think of it like a digital helper.
Okay.
It's a piece of software that can interact with its environment, whether that's the real world or a digital one.
Okay.
It collects data, and then it makes decisions to achieve goals that we set for it.
So it's not just following like a set of pre-programmed instructions.
Right.
It's actually making choices
Exactly.
based on what it learns.
Yeah, so it's all about making smart choices based on what it perceives
Okay.
in order to get the best results. So imagine like a self-driving car.
Okay.
It's constantly taking in information from its sensors,
Uh-huh.
like the distance to other cars, the speed limit, even the weather,
Wow.
and then making decisions about how to steer, accelerate, brakes.
So they're kind of like really smart robots,
Yeah.
even if they don't always have a physical body.
That's a great way to think about it.
Okay.
And like any good helper AI agents can offer a ton of benefits.
Okay.
For example, they can handle those boring, repetitive tasks that we all hate,
Yes.
which means we get more free time.
Right.
And because they can analyze huge amounts of data,
Uh-huh.
they can help us make smarter decisions,
Okay.
whether it's about our finances or even just like what to watch on Netflix.
Okay, so I'm starting to see why this is a big deal. So AI agents are these smart decision makers that can save us time and help us be more efficient.
That's right.
But how do they actually work?
Yeah.
What's going on under the hood?
So to understand how they work, we need to take a look at their architecture.
Okay.
Think of it like the foundation of a house.
Okay.
It's what everything else is built upon.
So is the architecture like the physical parts of the AI agent?
It can be.
Yeah.
Like if it's a robot, would the architecture be its sensors and motors and all that? That's one example.
Yeah.
The architecture can be a physical body, like a robot,
Uh-huh.
but it can also be software,
Okay.
like the code that makes up a chatbot.
Right.
Essentially, it's the base from which the agent operates.
Got it. So the architecture is the base.
Yes.
What about the brain power?
Right.
What makes the AI agent actually intelligent?
That's where the agent function comes in.
Oh, okay.
This is like the brain of the AI agent, the part that figures out how to use the data it collects to make decisions and take actions.
So we've got the architecture, which is the body,
Right.
and the agent function, which is the brain.
Yeah.
But how do those two things actually come together to make a working AI agent? Is there some kind of blueprint?
You're exactly right.
Right.
There is. It's called the agent program.
Okay.
Think of it like the instruction manual
Uh-huh.
that tells the AI agent how to carry out its tasks. It takes the architecture and the agent function
Okay.
and combines them to create a fully functional system.
Okay, so we've got our foundation,
Yes.
our brain power, and our instruction manual.
Right.
Now, how does this all come together to make the AI agent actually do something?
So most AI agents follow a pretty simple workflow.
Okay.
First, they receive a goal or a task from us humans.
Okay.
It could be something like schedule a meeting or find the best route home.
Uh-huh.
Then the AI agent breaks that goal down into smaller, more manageable steps.
So it's like a project manager,
Examples.
breaking down a big project
Yes.
into
Yeah.
smaller tasks.
Exactly. Then the AI agent gathers all the information it needs to complete those tasks.
Okay.
This could involve searching the web accessing databases
Right.
or even tapping into other AI systems.
So it's doing its research.
Right.
Just like we would if we were tackling a new project.
Right. And
Yeah.
finally, it starts working through those tasks step by step,
Okay.
checking its progress along the way and making adjustments as needed.
So it's like a super organized, hyper-efficient personal assistant
Yeah,
that can handle all the details for us.
it is pretty amazing.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Let's say you ask an AI agent to plan a trip.
Okay.
It would gather information on flights, hotels, your personal preferences,
Uh-huh.
all while considering things like budget, time constraints, and even your feedback along the way.
Wow.
And before you know it, you've got a perfectly planned itinerary.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, are there any downsides to all this?
Sure.
It can't all be sunshine and rainbows with AI, right?
You're right, there are some challenges.
Okay.
For instance, building and deploying these AI agents requires a lot of specialized expertise.
Right.
So it's not something just anyone can do.
Hmm.
Plus, training AI can take a lot of computing power,
Uh-huh.
which can be expensive.
That makes sense. It's cutting-edge technology,
Right.
so it's bound to have some growing pains. So we've covered what AI agents are,
Yeah.
how they're structured, and how they work.
Right.
But I'm curious, are they all basically the same?
Good question.
Or are there different types?
They're definitely not all the same. There are actually many different types of AI agents,
Okay.
each designed for specific kinds of tasks.
Uh-huh.
Some are simple, like the rule-following chatbots you encounter on websites,
Right.
while others are incredibly complex,
Okay.
like the AI systems that control self-driving cars.
Okay, so let's break down those different types.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
So think of it like a spectrum,
Okay.
with simple agents on one end and super sophisticated ones on the other.
Got it.
At the simpler end, we have reflex agents. These agents follow preset rules
Mm-hmm.
to react to specific situations.
So kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book. If
Exactly.
this happens, then do that.
Yeah, like a spam filter is the great example of a simple reflex agent.
Okay.
It follows a set of rules
Uh-huh.
to decide what emails go to your inbox and what gets flagged as spam.
Makes sense. What about those more complex agents?
So as we move along the spectrum, we get to model-based reflex agents.
Okay.
These are a step up because they don't just react to the immediate situation.
Uh-huh.
They can also consider potential outcomes before acting.
So they're thinking a few steps ahead.
Right. Think about a chess-playing AI.
Okay.
It has to evaluate all the possible moves and their consequences
Right.
before making a decision.
Wow.
That's a model-based reflex agent in action.
Okay. That's
Well-
pretty impressive. What else is on this AI agent spectrum?
Next up, we have goal-based agents.
Okay.
These agents are all about finding the most efficient way to achieve a specific goal.
Uh-huh.
They're like expert problem solvers.
Mhm.
So if you ask a goal-based agent to book a flight,
Okay.
it's not just going to find any flight.
Yeah.
It's going to find the one that best meets your criteria,
Yeah, right.
like the cheapest option or the one with the shortest travel time.
So it takes the goal you give it
Yeah,
and figures out the best way to get there.
exactly.
Huh.
Think about a robot navigating a warehouse.
Okay.
It needs to figure out the most efficient route to pick up and deliver packages.
Right.
That's a goal-based agent at work.
I see how these different types of AI agents are really suited to different tasks.
Yeah.
But we've talked a lot about what they do.
Right?
How is all this going to impact us,
Yeah.
like as people going about our daily lives?
That's the really exciting part.
Okay.
AI agents are already changing how we work, how we shop, and even how we manage our homes.
Uh-huh.
Imagine having an AI agent
Okay.
that handles all your scheduling and emails.
Okay.
It could even draft reports for you.
So no more endless back and forth trying to find a meeting time
Exactly.
that works for everyone. My calendar would be so much cleaner.
Right. And AI agents can personalize your shopping experience.
Oh.
They can recommend products based on your style, your past purchases,
Okay.
even your browsing history.
Okay.
It's like having a personal shopper
Wow.
who knows you better than you know yourself.
That's both cool and a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
But I can see the appeal.
Right.
What about at home?
Yeah.
How are AI agents changing things there?
Think about all those smart home devices that people are getting these days.
Mm-hmm.
AI agents can make those devices even smarter
Okay.
by learning your preferences and adjusting things automatically.
Okay.
Imagine an AI agent that sets your thermostat based on your usual schedule,
Right.
dims the lights for movie night, and even starts your coffee pot in the morning.
So it's like having a personal butler
Pretty much.
that anticipates your every need.
And as AI agents become even more sophisticated, who knows what they'll be able to do?
Right.
This technology is evolving so fast,
Yeah.
it's hard to predict what the future holds.
That's both exciting and a little bit intimidating, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know some people are worried that AI is going to take over the world or take away everyone's jobs.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on that?
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
And it's important to have these conversations.
Right.
But I think it's crucial to remember that AI is a tool.
Okay.
It's all about how we choose to use it.
Right.
It has the potential to be incredibly beneficial,
Uh-huh.
but we need to be mindful of the risks as well.
So it's not about AI versus humans.
Right.
It's about AI working with humans to
Exactly.
create a better future.
And I believe that AI agents have the potential to create new jobs and opportunities,
Okay.
even as they automate certain tasks.
So instead of fearing AI, we should be thinking about how we can use it to our advantage.
Right. Think about it.
Okay.
As AI takes over routine tasks, it frees us up to focus on things that require human skills,
Right.
like creativity, critical thinking, problem solving. This could lead to whole new industries and job roles that we can't even imagine yet.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's not just about replacing jobs.
Yeah.
It's about evolving the nature of work itself.
exactly. And
Yeah.
we're going to need people who understand AI
Right.
to design, develop, and manage these systems.
Uh-huh.
So there will be plenty of opportunities for people with the right skills.
Okay, so the message is clear. Don't panic about the robots,
Right.
but do start thinking about how you can learn about and work with AI.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be a big part of our future.
It absolutely will be. And that's why deep dives like this are so important.
Right.
We need to demystify AI and make it accessible for everyone,
Uh-huh.
not just the tech experts.
I totally agree. So what's the next step?
Yeah.
What can our listeners do to prepare for this AI-powered future?
I think the most important thing is to stay curious and stay informed.
Okay.
Read articles, listen to podcasts like this one,
Right.
and start experimenting with AI tools yourself. The more you understand about how AI works and what it can do,
Mm-hmm.
the better equipped you'll be to navigate this exciting new world.
Well said. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From what AI agents are, how they work the different types out there, how they're already changing our lives.
It's been a fascinating exploration.
It has been. But before we go, I want to bring it back to you,
Yes.
our listener.
Yeah.
We've talked about all these amazing possibilities, but now it's time to get practical.
Absolutely.
What does all this mean for your everyday life?
That's the key question. How can you leverage this technology?
Exactly. Now that you know a bit more about AI agents, what tasks in your own life could they potentially handle or even improve?
It's all about identifying those pain points.
Right.
Are there tasks you dread? Things that eat up your time or require a lot of mental energy?
Yes.
Those are prime candidates for AI assistance.
Think about all those little things that just bog you down throughout the day.
Yeah.
Scheduling meetings, responding to emails, sorting through mountains of data. What if you could hand those off to an AI agent?
Imagine the time and mental energy you could free up.
Right.
Think about what you could accomplish if you weren't constantly battling those little annoyances.
Oh, totally. It's
Yeah.
not about becoming totally reliant on AI. It's about using these tools strategically
Sure.
to create more space
Yeah,
for the things that truly matter to you.
absolutely.
Whether that's spending more time with loved ones, pursuing a passion project, or just having a few extra minutes to relax and recharge.
It's all about prioritizing
Yeah.
what matters most to you.
The power is in your hands
Yes.
to decide how you want to integrate AI into your life. You get to be the architect
That's
of your own AI-powered future.
Of your own destiny.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive.
It really has.
And I feel like we've only just scratched the surface.
Oh, for sure.
The world of AI agents is vast, and it's evolving at an incredible pace.
It's true. What we know today is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many exciting developments on the horizon,
Yeah.
and it's hard to even imagine what the future holds.
So what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with today? What's the most important thing to remember as we move forward into this increasingly AI-driven world?
I'd say embrace curiosity. Don't let the technology intimidate you.
Yeah.
The more we learn about AI
Right.
and how to use it effectively,
Uh-huh.
the more we can shape its development and ensure that it benefits all of humanity.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So for all of you listening out there, keep learning, keep exploring, and don't be afraid to experiment. The world of AI agents is full of possibilities, and who knows, you might just be the one to unlock the next groundbreaking AI application.
That's right. The future is waiting to be written, and AI is one of the most powerful tools we have to shape that future.
And that wraps up our deep dive into the fascinating world of AI agents. We hope we've enjoyed the journey.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time, stay curious and keep diving deep.